And we are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are day 76 of 365 days of vlogging, guitar practice, whatever you want to call it. And for all of you OG returning subscribers, thanks so much for following me along. I appreciate it greatly. If you're brand new, check my description up there. You'll kind of see what's going on here. We're doing a little bit of a vlog every single day of me learning how to play guitar after 22 years. And for all of you returning folks, after yesterday's dumpster fire, Jay's learned a few things about not trying presets that you have never practiced behind. So we're going to go back to just jamming, noodling around, because pretty much that's what they are. And yeah, I just got to get back into some jamming. Been in theory mode so much. Haven't been doing much jamming, just all theory. And that's a fire hose for all of you who have been through this process. And yeah, so last night was kind of crazy. Hopefully get a little better practice tonight, but that's how things go. So it is what it is. Let's just jam. Back to the channel, everyone. We're gonna hit a few comments because I've been kind of ghosted on that for a bit. And thank you all for throwing a comment after yesterday's practice. My goodness, like I said, total dumpster fire, but we're changing that up, going back to some basic, super basic backing track, but mostly we got this jam. Julie9621, hey Jay, how you going, bro? Last night, terrible. First night I ever felt nervous on the video, and I was like, oh hell no. Can't be having that. This is supposed to be about fun. I can't be having that nervousness shit. In comes the keyboard. Hey, look out, it's getting serious. Yep, you know it. Well, got to get back to that a little bit because that is also good for the soul. At Roger Tinker, welcome back, brother. Day 75 already. Keep jamming, man. Thanks, man. Today's definitely going to be different, and it's just going to continue to be about fun. Can't be all performative, man. It's just it's too much. At Satcha Funkalysis, I replied to this. For someone who's been playing only 75 days, you sure have a lot of guitars, amps. Yep, sure do. Because it's fun, and that's what it's all about. If it's not fun when you're almost 50, fuck it, who cares? And at Harry Flosey Bierman, check out this guy. Try using his guitar methods. He has opened up my playing in a big way. Nice. By the way, love your guitar. I have the exact same one. Which one? Day 61. Oh, yeah, the Telly, for sure. And again, thank you for throwing comments down. We're going to jam, and that's just how it's going to be. Let's go a little less gain and see what happens. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't want that much. There we go. redemption. And if any of you are still watching, you wonderful guitar loving souls, that is day 76 of my daily vlog of guitar practice. And I will see you all tomorrow for day 77. Peace!